Hi 11s and 12s.
Today we're going to be doing a demo for you to show you how to prepare an onion slide for viewing under a microscope, and then we're going to show you how to draw out that cell. Okay, so now we're just going to be chopping up our onion to get a nice thin slice so we can view it under a microscope. So we're just going to peel off a segment here so we can start peeling off that thin membrane for us to view, and we can see there it's already peeling off nice. We've got a nice little thin piece here that we can peel off, and it will start folding in on itself, but that's all right. We'll undo that when we put it on the slide. So you want a nice thin membrane there. And this is actually quite a nice large piece. So we can see our little onion piece is folding in on itself, so I'm just going to cut it because it's quite large and we don't need that under the microscope. And we'll spread that out onto our cover, that's not a cover slip, onto our microscope slide. So because these onion cells are pretty much white and transparent, we need to stain it, and today we're using an iodine stain here. And I'm only going to use 1 drop, maybe 2. And once I put my cover slip on, so the trick here is to avoid any air bubbles, and you're going to hold it on the edges because we don't want to get any of our fingerprints on the cover slip itself, and we just lay it down.
So now that we're looking at the onion cell, you can see we've prepared the slide as Ms. Hogben's done before, and we've placed the slide under the microscope. We always start on the lowest magnification for the microscope, and you should always start with the stage at the highest possible point. You then want to move the stage down, and you can see through Dino Eye over here, you can see what we're looking at through the microscope. Once you've got a sort of image when you want to look at, you want to use the fine focus and try and make that a clearer image. So as you can see over here, we can start to see the borders of the cell. There's not much else we can see besides the cell membrane, cell wall. That's about all we can see in the onion slide with a light microscope. We could have seen more with the electron microscope a few weeks ago. We can then move the magnification up. So we're going to move to the next level of magnification. So we're now looking at 10 times magnification down here, another 10 magnification up here, so 100 times magnification total. Again, we start at the highest point and move the stage down until we get an image in focus, and then refine that with the fine focus. Again, not much more we can see, but we can see this in more detail now, and then we can see it obviously a lot larger. Final magnification, we're now moving up to 40 times magnification, 10 times up here, 400 times magnification total. And again, start at the top, move the stage down until you get it in focus, and then you need to fine focus it a little bit. And that's probably the best magnification we're going to get at 400 times. But there you can see how to use the microscope to view an image of an onion cell. We'll go back to the 4 times magnification and 10 times up here, so 40 times magnification total. And Miss Hogben will take you through on her iPad how to draw this.
So now that we have viewed our onion cells under the microscope, we're now going to draw them out and draw out what we have seen. So as you can see on the microscope slide, they are of this rectangular, elongated cell structure, and we're going to duplicate a couple of these cells out. There, so we have our arrangement of our plant cells. So we can see our cell wall, which is our thick border here. And within our cell wall, we can faintly see some resemblance of a cell membrane. And at this magnification, that's pretty much all that we can see. We can see the interior of our onion cell as well, which is our cytoplasm. So even though we know that there will be the presence of other membrane-bound organelles under this microscope, we can't see them, so we're not going to draw them out on our diagram. It's important that when drawing a diagram that it is labelled clearly with all of its key identifying features. So on our diagram as well, we need to indicate at what level of magnification this diagram was visible at, or this onion cell was visible at. So this was at 40 times magnification for times our 10 times magnification eyepiece.